Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to Copper Jacket TV. So believe it or not, there is yet another new firearm law that we need to talk about in the state of California that is going to be taking effect fairly soon. So if you guys didn't believe that California could possibly track you any further, you're going to want to pay attention to this one. Now, real quick before we get started, a great way to support this channel is to, one, subscribe. It's free, it only takes a second, but it really does help us out quite a bit. And the second is to check out the main sponsor of this channel, especially if you're somebody who carries to defend yourself, your loved ones, and others. Don't go it alone. If you're somebody who carries to defend yourself, you need a lawyer in your back pocket, and that's what you get with attorneys on retainer. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about what's going on here. So in California, things are bad enough as it is, right? You have to do background checks for pretty much everything. There's waiting periods, there's limits, there's bans. I mean, just about everything that the human mind can come up with has been thought up and put into law in the state of California to restrict your Second Amendment rights. This one takes it a step further. So what we're talking about now are introducing new merchant category codes. You're going to have new merchant category codes starting next year. These merchant category codes mean that now they're going to be able to track exactly where you're shopping. So instead of it just saying sporting goods stores are now going to be separated from sporting goods to firearm related products. Now you might be thinking to yourself, that's not really that big of a deal. California already tracks everything that I do anyway. We have to register just about everything as well. So it's not going to affect me all that much. Well, you'd be wrong. That's because California can always come up with ways to try and use this information against you. Just listen to what this guy says. He is part of a gun control advocacy group in California. Listen to what he says about these new merchant category codes. That might change your mind.
Merchant category codes can be used to create what are called detection scenarios. The detection scenarios say, hey, something's not right here. Take a deeper look. See if there's a problem, and if so, report it out to the law enforcement.
So, I mean, you heard it right there. What they're trying to do with this, it's not just about splitting up these different category codes from, sporting goods and whatnot. No, it's about preventing something before it happens. California loves the whole pre-crime thing. That's why they're so big into red flags. I think they just sit around all day and watch movies, and that's where they come up with all of this, these new ideas. But he also said that there's different detection scenarios that they can use to find somebody who could possibly be a problem, or maybe that would make you a suspect. So let's say that you're somebody who goes there often, maybe 3 or 4 times a week, and now that merchant category code is popping up for a 12, 16 times a month. Does that make you somebody who is suspect of something that California could be looking for? Who knows what their detection scenario is? But this is just another way to divide things out so that they can once again see exactly what you're doing. Because while there might be background checks and registration for a lot of stuff in California, there's also a lot of stuff that doesn't require that, right? Like, for instance, just buying paper. You can buy paper there. You can buy a bunch of different things there. A bunch of paper and plastic and maybe some new glasses, maybe a new watch. Mine has watches and sunglasses and all sorts of stuff. But guess what category that's going to fall under? So if you go there a bunch of times, they're going to know it. It's just going to show up as that category code to the merchant. And I don't know what's going to happen with that information once it goes to the merchant, but to be honest with you, I just don't trust that state. Now, this new law is going to be rolled out in 2 stages. One of the stages has already happened. The new category code has already been created. Now, next year is when the stores are going to have to adopt that new category code. So that's when they're going to start using it. Now, there are penalties and fines that are going to be associated with this. If they fail to use that new merchant category code, they could be looking up to $10,000 in fines per incident. So it could be something that could shut down somebody forever. I mean, that is a really hefty thing. And we're talking about every single transaction. If you miss 9, 10 transactions times $10,000, I mean, just do the math. Once you add that up, by the time they actually figure things out, it could be astronomical. The fine could be astronomical. So again, there's a lot that's associated with this, and it's just one more thing that California is doing. So I wanted to make you guys aware of that because not too many people are talking about it, and now we're seeing other states start to implement it as well. As a matter of fact, Kathy Hochul in New York, she just signed a bill that's going to do the exact same thing there. So California gets it started. New York's going to pick it up from there, and you're going to start seeing it creep into other states not long after. As a matter of fact, this is something that's so concerning, not just to me and people like you, but there's actually some states that have made it illegal to use merchant category codes for that specific purpose. So it's obviously it's going to be a huge problem. And again, I wanted to let you guys know about it because information is always the best form of fighting back against this stuff. I want to thank you all very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Please like, subscribe. Have a great day.